Todd, given you were down some key players and you're playing a good side, and they kept challenging you all day, but you kept responding as well, I think you'd be really happy with that performance?
Oh, look, we were wrapped. Obviously towards the end probably conceded a bit more score than we would have liked, but had some challenges with personnel, and then lost. Saundo got a bit sore, so we took him out, and a few underdone, and 7 blokes with 15 games or less. So a bit of future there. Glenn Byron, his first game was really good, but we've got some really young kids out there, and I thought our leaders stood up as well, so it was good.
There was a couple of times, especially in the second half, where they got on a couple of runs of kicking consecutive goals, and it looked like they might have been able to pick up the momentum, but you just had the answers, which is, with the side that you had out there, I think you would have been really happy with that.
Yeah, look, I thought, I always felt like we had the game in control, and when they came at us, we stood up and our leaders stood up, so, I thought we were really on top halfway through the third quarter, and then, undisciplined act off the ball gave them a bit of momentum, so, but really pleased.
When did you know that you were going to be without Schleith and Hams and Wilson and Stevie Edwards as well, and what sort of challenges did going in without those guys present?
Well, Willow and Hamsy we've known for a while, so they're just away for work, so no issue there. Schleith just didn't pull up that well he went down to Albany and back by car, and just didn't feel quite 100%, so certainly not going to take any risks with him with us having a bye next week. So, and Stevie Edwards got a knock. He trained Wednesday and Thursday, but woke up this morning and just felt like it. He couldn't give his teammates everything, so it was a really brave call by him to pull out at sort of 9 o'clock this morning, and we shuffled it around and away we went.
Pretty handy that you got young guys, Kabassi and Glenn Byron obviously playing their first and second games, but you got Zach Strom, McIntosh and Delolio all playing their first games of the season. It's pretty handy to have those sort of guys to call on.
Yeah, it was, but probably Zach only came in this morning when we got the call about Steve, so he's been pretty crook and been a bit underdone, so we knew that he was going in underdone as well, but we knew he'd give us everything, so Dell, he has missed a beat, obviously been training really hard, so we knew that he'd come in, and McIntosh as well, obviously been crook, but probably played him a week or two earlier than we probably would have liked, but in the end we needed some soldiers, and we thought they were the best ones to get the job done.
How happy are you with the young guys, what you're seeing from them? Kabassi now's got a couple of games under his belt. Byron, who maybe he played earlier than you would have imagined at the start of the season, but he didn't look out of place out there as well. And Donaldson's come in and he looks like he's gone to another level this year after having earned his place. The young guys are standing up.
Yeah, it's been really pleasing. Obviously, sometimes when you have the injury stuff, it certainly gives guys opportunity, but it reinforces that our program and what we're doing with our young players is working, because they've been able to come in and just play their role. Kabassi was fantastic last week in his first game, really good again today. Glenn Byron was really good. Chatty Pearson, Matt Parker's played less than 15 games as well. Jake Florenko, they all sort of played their role, and Dono's really become an important part of our team. So we've got some soldiers coming back in the next few weeks, but if they keep playing their role, the young guys, it's going to be hard to find out where we make that room.
Probably say the same about Brock every week, but a big job again today against 2 quality ruckmen, and I thought he more than held his own once again.
Yeah, I thought he was really important. I thought he really got on top in the first half, which forced probably the opposition to move Galt from forward into the ruck. So, we thought that was a significant impact for us, and probably affected their structure a bit as well. So, look, he's been really consistent. He always gives you, great physicality and great effort.
Given the amount of work he does he need a rest, or are you pretty keen, and is he pretty keen to play in the state game next week?
I haven't really spoken to him, to be honest, about it, but if our guys want to play, I'm all for it. I love playing state footy, and he's never had the opportunity before, so if he gets the opportunity, I'd love him to play. Yeah.
What about the guys that didn't play today? Schleuthy, maybe Ashton's in a bit of different situation, given he didn't miss because of injury. Do those guys put their hands up to play next week, or because they didn't play today, does that rule them out of next week?
Well, whether they're ruled out or not is not my call, to be honest. they'll make their own decision. But yeah, it'd be a big call to let them play next week. And considering they weren't right today, and Eshaletti hasn't heard anything; he's just sore, so he's a possibility. It probably depends how the others pull up.
Marlon Pickett, I thought he was best on ground today. You've now moved him into the midfield on a more regular basis, and I guess today with a couple of guys out, he played there even longer. Might be a position he can play on a regular basis now, even when you're at full strength, given how well he's doing.
Yeah, he had a pretty good day. I mean, his first 15 minutes was probably as good as I've seen from our mids. So, the opportunity probably came with Tim Curley moving on, and we're trying to get the right mix in there, and he certainly gives us something different. So, he was pretty good today.
Surprised he's not on the state squad, and would you be surprised if there's not a chance that he still gets a call up this week?
Oh, look, the state selectors will pick who they think gives them the best chance. So, we love the way he plays, so we'll wait and see.
Feels like a long way away now, given you've got the state game in between, but East Perth in a couple of weeks, that looms as a big game given the form they've been in since round one.
Yeah, but look, to be 4-1, we've had a really disjointed start. I thought our pre-season phase was a challenge. We played East Perth when they had all their West Coast guys out, and Perth, and then we had the bye leading into the Subi game, and then we've had 3 away, travelled to Albany. Had some challenges with injury, so look, we're really pleased with where we're at, and we welcome the week off to sort of reset and go again, and we look forward to taking on the Royals in a couple of weeks.
Do you expect to be pretty close to full strength in a couple of weeks' time? You've got Parry and Brendan Berry who haven't played for a little while. Do you expect everyone else to be pretty close to being fit by a couple of weeks' time?
Just going to test my memory. Well, obviously Vanderleur's out for the year. He's had his knee reconstruction. Parry won't be available. Verrier might be. Can't even think of who else is out. I think most of the others will be around the mark. Yep.
What do you do now in the week off for the guys that aren't playing state footy? Do you give them some time away from the club? Do you try to do some stuff together? What are your plans?
Well, look, we've had the opportunity, I guess, to spend a fair bit of time together, especially with the travelling away. So, look, we'll try and freshen them up mentally and, practice a few things that we need to get better at, and then, wind up in, really only get a week off and then you start preparing again. So, we'll enjoy the mental break.
Thank you.
All good.